What is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the real of reality TV. All right, guys. So for those of you who have been watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta and you know what went down, whatever season that was, when Phaedra, I don't even like to say Phaedra used Porsha or threw some things out there that Porsha believed and she ran with it and used Porsha as a scapegoat, because I personally believe that Porsha also threw Phaedra under the bus. I'm not saying Phaedra is an innocent victim, but both of them should have been fired, my personal opinion. So for Porsha to be able to come back and to be demoted for one season as a friend of, and basically almost be in every episode, and then come back the next season as a housewife, still, tired of apologizing to Kandi. She said what she said, and I just don't have any type of love loss for Porsha. I don't. She, to me, always comes across as this poor innocent victim that really isn't a victim. She knows what she's doing, just like she knew what she was going to be doing when she was taken to R. Kelly's house and put in a room that she said she was locked in. And instead of trying to get up out of there, she waited around for him to show up. Still didn't say what went down when he showed up to the room. I didn't hear her say anything about once they opened the door, she escaped and tried to run for her life. She's complicit and she knows of what she is doing. But in light of talks of them allegedly trying to bring Phaedra back to the Housewives, but they're saying the issue is her contract with Married to Medicine. I mean, honestly, I don't think Phaedra deserves to be on either. I really don't. Because I think sometimes people forget the very beginning. Even though Phaedra had some funny moments and some funny reads, okay, whatever. But is that all the Housewives is supposed to be? I honestly wouldn't be mad if they just got rid of it, just scrap the city, or just waited a couple of years and recasted everyone. Because are these people going to be on here until their grandmothers, Real Housewives? And a lot of them aren't even wives. It's just stupid. It's dumb. But Porsha, she is speaking out and she's basically saying that she is trying to work it out so that Phaedra can come back on show.
Get Phaedra back. Okay, so we are working. I'm working. I really want Phaedra to find her way back home, okay? I need y'all to go and write Bravo, okay? And let them know that we want Phaedra to come and play, okay? I tend to believe there's enough of Phaedra to go around, okay? She's a traitor star. She's rocking Married to Medicine. Why not come and get this bag over here, sis? Right? Exactly.
Child, these chicks in their bags that they do not deserve. I'm just going to be honest. It's just disgusting. And I really don't understand the mentality of some people where they're fighting for people to make money besides themselves. Fight bigger and better for yourself than for these losers to just be on the show doing nothing, talking about nothing, being about nothing, and making a bunch of money that they really don't deserve. Like, seriously. So some people were making comments, and before I read some of the comments, like I said, Phaedra, she started off lying about her pregnancy. A woman that was basically saying that at 7 months they were going to induce her pregnancy because of the size of the baby, because she couldn't admit that she got pregnant out of wedlock. Like, seriously? But you married an ex-convict. So, I mean, it was already unconventional in the first place. You weren't some wholly upstanding individual. You like what you like and you got what you got. And then even with that, some people feel, and I personally agree, that she knew what Apollo was doing and was involved in some way, because Apollo really just was not that bright to have him committing these crimes and she not know anything about it. I'm sorry. So somebody said this season must be bad to seek one of the worst housewives of RHOA. Another one said, I love Phaedra, however, she's doing absolutely nothing on Married to Mad but show face and get the check. Another one said, I would never trust Phaedra if I were her, but hey. Well, the reason why she trusts her is because they were both in it and on it together. Porsha was not some innocent victim. She threw Phaedra under the bus, and with those fake crocodile tears at the reunion when it was exposed of Phaedra telling Porsha some things, you know? Another one said, y'all idea of Phaedra is bigger and more performative than she actually is. It wouldn't change anything, honestly. And another one said, wait, didn't she have you falsely accusing folks of drugging you? And see, that's the thing. It wasn't just Phaedra telling her that. She was going with that narrative too. Trust and believe. Another one says, not until she apologizes to Kandi, and maybe then she can be a friend of the show. Another one said, Porsha is starting to piss me off. And I'm like, starting to? Have you been paying attention all these years? Another person said, just throw the whole show away. And speaking of throwing the whole show away, basically, Kandi, those are her thoughts at this point in time. Because she says that she doesn't have intentions to ever make a return to RHOA. So this is from Reality T. And it says, Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Kandi Burruss left the building and she has no intentions of coming back. After starring in the Bravo show for 13 seasons, season 2 through 14, Kandi's got too many other things going on. The multi-talented singer, songwriter, actor, producer, director, and entrepreneur is looking forward to being the manager of her schedule. No more explaining to RHOA producers why she can't be there to film on certain days. She's looking forward to giving her time, energy, and attention to all the projects she wants to focus on.
To leave the Housewives, or
I already left.
you left? So I just went. You made sure. Okay.
I wouldn't even have been able to do this tour if I was still filming, because obviously they filming right now. And last season they was all complaining because I was always gone doing something else, and so there are a lot of things that I wanted to do that I'm trying to make happen right now.
Yeah.
So I was just like, it's the best time for me to go on and do.
But it's not like a pause, right? Like
I don't really have intentions of going back. Okay. So I don't want to leave people hanging like I'm sitting right. Oh yeah, I'm going to be back next year, because right now it's, I'm focused on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you heard that. And I don't blame her, because once you step away from something like that, even though the money may have been great, even though it may have helped to fund your other projects, it's hard to go back to being, even though she is technically, still working for other people in a sense, but it's hard to go back to that sort of control once you've stepped away from it. It's like being an entrepreneur for many years, and then you step away for a moment, and then it's like going back to a job. Yeah, the check may be steady and I'm getting paid, every 2 weeks or every week, or, however the pay schedule is. Whereas as an entrepreneur, you have to make it happen for yourself and hustle. But I understand that life because I've been an entrepreneur since 2006. I have not worked on anyone's job since 2007. And I couldn't imagine going back to that type of control. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be an employee, because being an entrepreneur isn't for everyone. But I'm just basically saying I understand her perspective on that, because, yeah, the check may be right and you can depend on it. But it's one thing when you have that control of your own schedule and your own life and time. You might need that money. But we who are entrepreneurs, we know that we do what we have to do legally to make it happen. And yeah, there may be times that might be slower than others, but the freedom is just not something that you can buy. So yeah, she said she doesn't intend on ever returning to the Housewives, and let's just be real about it too. There might not be anything for her to go back to in the first place, if we're honest about it. So yeah, those are her thoughts on it, and I would really love to know what you think about Porsha, what she had to say about Phaedra, your thoughts on Phaedra possibly making a comeback to our HOA if it still exists after this season, and Kandi saying, yeah, I'm done. I'm 100% done with them. So let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.